I would describe myself in three different ways. I firstly had a very successful corporate career as a Chief Human Resource Officer in large global international businesses, so across a whole range of industries. So I had a 31-year career in large corporates, where I was also very lucky to have lived in the US, lived in China, lived in Singapore, and also very international. The second thing that I then did was to be a tech entrepreneur, focusing on AI and digital. So for 5 years now, I have been a tech entrepreneur, which has been fascinating. And I'm also a non-exec director, so I'm an independent board director on a couple of large boards, including the Norman Broadbent, which is a listed business, and the England and Wales Law Society. So I think leading change today is needing a set of skills which probably were not as important earlier. From a leadership perspective, and again, as you know, because of my Chief Human Resource Officer roles, I think the one thing I have worked very closely is, getting the right leaders, figuring out what's needed for the business, not today, but tomorrow. Again, in my board roles now, I'm very involved in that process because, hiring the CEO of the business or what does the business need. I think if I were to say what are the 2 or 3 things that have changed quite a bit, I think overriding that now is probably soft skills. Soft skills are getting to be far more important than the traditional hard skills. And in a way, I wouldn't even club it as just soft skills. So what would I say in my view? Okay, what would I say are the top 3 skill sets that today's leaders need to have, which is going to help them deal with the pace of change? I think the first is, and this may sound surprising, is a lack of ego. Today, no leader is going to have all the right answers. And so what they need really is a team which they can work with, they trust, but also who is going to be far better than them at many different things. So a good leader understands that and makes sure that he has not just yes people, he's not the shining leading star, he or she. And therefore also has the humility to listen to what the team is saying. So I think ego and listening are very, very important. I think the second thing today in today's world is it's a very transparent world. A leader is still a role model, but I think it's very open. It's his or her every action is seen. So being authentic is getting to be even more important. And I think the third thing that continues to be even more important is curiosity and learning. So I think there's a completely new set of skills now that leaders need to have. And if I may dare say, I think one of the reasons why you see so many successful women leaders is traditionally women have had more of those skills than men. But it doesn't mean, of course, I think it's really about individuals and who can adapt and change to the really complex environment we live in.